Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you are having a good day. I am so far. And I have a bit of a challenge in front of me. I want to paint this pot, but I want to do it different than what I have done in the past. And I needs a little bit of explanation. In the past, typically I have replicated pots that from roughly 600 years ago. Or maybe I've used motifs or symbols from a variety of pots and put them together. I don't like to paint things that are historic, or from, say, within the last 100 years or so. And that's been a challenge. I love Sikyatki pottery. I really do. And I like the motifs. I like the style. I like the color palette. I like the painting techniques. So that's what I want to do, but I want to do it in my own way. Let me show you what I mean. Here is a pot that I made, and it is a replication of a pot that was made some 600 years ago. So I did not make up this design. I altered it a little bit, but for the most part, not very much. So my question here is, what does this all mean? Is this just a bunch of symbols? Is it kind of like a landscape painting of some sort? Or is there a deeper meaning to this? And I don't think we will ever know what that is. We might be able to identify some of the things here. I think there's a reasonable chance that these are polywogs there. I don't know for sure, but they're probably in the water. And all of this stuff here, these kind of look like feathers to me. They probably are, but I don't know for sure. And over here, this kind of looks like a dragonfly. But even if I can identify these things, I don't know what it means. Was this potter telling a story? Was there a purpose to this pot? My guess is that they were, but I don't know. I will never know. And I'm not about speculating about these things. I know some people like to do that, but I don't know enough. And I'm not sure we ever will know. So someone has given me the challenge of creating pottery that reflects me, my experience, my culture, and what I want it to be, as opposed to just basically copying something. Because when we copy this, that is a good exercise. It's valuable and important, I think, but I think we miss a section of this that represents the symbols and the meaning and the purpose of all this. So that's what I'm about here, is to try and take this pot and make it my own, but to use the motifs or the style and technique of this other kind of pottery, which is basically Sikyatki. And that's what I am about trying to do today. So stick with me with this. What I want to do is create some symbols that are meaningful to me, and I will show you what I mean. If you watch my videos to the end, I always have a blessing of health, happiness, peace, and love. And the symbol that I use on some of my potteries for happiness is the sun. I like the sun. I think not only in terms of happiness and joy, but also rebirth. It's the sun that provides us and our planet the energy to grow and to evolve. So I see good things coming from our sun. And so that's what I'm thinking of, is creating sun-like symbols for this pot with the goal of maybe putting that joy and happiness into the pot itself, and maybe for the people who handle this pot into the future. I think that these pots have kind of a life and a spirit of their own. And so what kind of life and spirit am I going to put into this? So that's why I'm picking the sun as a theme for this particular pot. I'm going to try and come up with some ideas that I have not used before, and without actually copying symbols and drawings from other places. So we'll see what I can do. Here is the result of sun panel number 1. I think it's okay. Well, the main part of the pot is now painted with the different suns, but I do have space in between them, and I need to figure out what to do with that and see if I can tie things together. Okay, here is the end product. This is the first sun that we made. This actually is kind of like a stained glass window sun motif. This is a sun that represents the total eclipse. I threw in some lunar phases and also the symbols I use for health, happiness, peace, and love, and then some planetary features on the very top. Tomorrow it goes into the fire. And here we go. I think it's kind of interesting that the pot, which is representing the sun, is getting into the fire. Well, let's see what we have here. The goal with this pot was to have it symbolize the sun, and with that, happiness, joy, satisfaction, flourishing as people. And if we think about the sun, it's the powerhouse that fuels our earth. Without the sun, we would not exist. It gives us light, both literally, showing us the way, and figuratively. So it dispels the darkness. It represents wisdom and knowledge. And it also represents life in general. It is the source of what life comes from. Again, without the sun, things don't grow, and we don't live. So let's see what we get here. So far, so good, huh? Let's see if this rings. So I would hope that this pot might bring other people happiness, satisfaction, and joy. Certainly is given that to me in the opportunity to be able to build it and to show it to you as well. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate that. Until next time, wishing you happiness, health, peace, and love. Take care. Bye-bye.